Is a Platypus Quickdraw uncloggable? Keep watching to find out more. Hey guys, Steven here at My Life Outdoors. Today I'm talking about the brand new Platypus Quickdraw water filter, and specifically whether or not you can clog it up, which I'll talk about in a minute. But before I do, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I really like about this filter. But if you want to jump ahead to my attempted clogging, well then follow the timestamp on your screen. Here are all the things about the Platypus Quickdraw that I like. Speed. The Quickdraw is fast. In fact, after several time trials, the fastest I was able to filter a liter of water was 18 seconds, which is really pretty impressive. Now, it took me several tries to get it to filter that fast, and it seems to go faster when the filter fibers are fully wet. But even though the Quickdraw is fast, it's really not practical to filter with it that fast. To get the 18-second liter that I was talking about, I was having to aggressively squeeze this bag to the point that it actually hurt my hands. And I was practically just filtering straight onto the ground, because if you try to filter into a smart water bottle or anything like that, it's pretty easy to create a seal and create positive pressure inside the bottle, which slowed down the filter speeds. In real world use, I think probably a more realistic casual speed is around 34 seconds for a liter, which might make you wonder, well, then what's the point? And really, what I think the speed equates to is just ease of passing water through the filter. I remember the first time that I ever used one of those life straws and how hard it was to get water to pass through it. And I think the Quickdraw speed really boils down to less effort to filter the same amount of water. Versatility. So speaking of speed, I really don't believe that the Quickdraw is the fastest on the market. I actually think the Katadyn B-Free, even though I've never used one, is a little bit faster. But where I think the Quickdraw outperforms other filters is in its versatility. Platypus has designed the Quickdraw with two different thread types. One that will screw on the top of smart water bottles, Canuck bags, Sawyer bags, or anything with a standard 28mm thread size. But they also have their own thread pattern that works with a variety of Platypus bags and reservoirs designed to give you just a little bit larger opening when collecting water. You can also use it as a gravity filter, or you can stick the dirty end straight into a stream and drink lying on your belly, if you're into that sort of thing. Cleaning. You can clean and backflush the filter without any special tools. And so the first way that Platypus recommends cleaning this filter is simply fill a dirty bag about 1/4 of the way full with clean water and shake it back and forth to dislodge particles in the filter. And I actually found this to be pretty effective, and I'll talk about that more in a minute. But the thing that really impressed me is the ability to truly backflush the filter using only an open water bottle. Now, I know that some people have found a way to do this with the Sawyer filters using a sports cap on a smart water bottle, but Platypus has designed this filter so that a bottle seals fairly easily on the top of the filter. The same thing as creating positive pressure when I was trying to speed filter with it earlier. All you gotta do is just hold the Quickdraw tight against an open water bottle and squeeze to backflush. Integrity check. Now, one of the problems, especially with open fiber filters, they can be damaged pretty easily by freezing. The Quickdraw is the only filter that I'm aware of that gives you the ability to check its integrity after a freeze. All you got to do is unscrew the clean side cap, make sure the fibers are fully wet by squeezing at least 1 liter of water through it, then squeeze just a little bit of water through and flip it over so that you're only squeezing air. You should see an even layer of bubbles all over the surface of the filter with no single stream of bubbles in one location. If you do see a single stream of bubbles coming from one area, that means that the filter is compromised and it really needs to be replaced. Price. So the Quickdraw is actually really pretty affordable at just $30 for the filter alone and $40 for the filter with a dedicated squeeze bag. But if you already got a Canuck bag or some smart water bottles, you may not need the squeeze bag. Clogging. Okay, now for the moment that you've all been waiting for. Is the Quickdraw uncloggable? Okay, so this filter is so new that I really haven't had the time with it that I would like to have a review like this. But to make up for time that I didn't have, I ran several gallons of extremely dirty water through the filter trying to produce a clog. I would gravity feed some dirty water until I got a slow trickle through the filter, or in some cases, no flow at all. After about 4 or 5 gallons of extremely dirty water, I was able to slow the filter down to 45 seconds for a liter of water when squeezing. I cleaned it doing the shake method and was able to restore flow to 25 seconds for 1 liter. I repeated this several times. I began to wonder if this filter truly was uncloggable. But not wanting to give up, I decided to up my game a little bit and filter basically straight mud to the filter. And I was able to slow it down to well over 2 minutes for a liter of water. And at this point, it was actually really pretty difficult to squeeze water through the filter, and I stopped before I had a whole liter of water filtered. I did the shake to clean method, and I was able to get 45 seconds for a liter. And at this point, I decided to go ahead and back flush it for the very first time and was able to get 25 seconds for a liter when squeezing. Now, what does this all mean? Is the Quickdraw truly uncloggable? Well, I'm not sure. Probably not. All I know is that I was trying pretty hard to produce a clog using much dirtier water than I've ever tried to filter in the field, and never once was it impossible for me to squeeze water through this filter. After long-term use, you may find different results. I'm not sure how scientific my method was, and I know that I'm still going to take backup water treatment on any hikes that I do, but hopefully this gives you a really good idea of what this filter can do. All in all, I'm really impressed with the Quickdraw. Platypus isn't sponsoring this video. I bought this filter with my own money. If you've seen some of my other videos, then you know that I'm not a big fan of squeeze filters to begin with, but I really like this one. So maybe you will too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at mylifeoutdoors.com. And as always, thanks for watching.